Hello there. Welcome to part 4 of this tutorial. Today, I'm going to be adding player death. I'll also be going over how to despawn bullets and add muzzle flash when an enemy shoots. Hope you enjoy. Let's start by adding some functionality to our bullets. Go into the player bullet scene. The first thing we'll need to do is add a body entered signal, which is why we are using an area 2D. Connect this to the player bullet. What this is going to do is allow a bullet to collide with another object. Let's start by creating a method. Basically, a method will allow us to create a custom function, similarly to a signal. Because these will be colliding with the enemy, I'll name the method enemy hit. Now, when the enemy is hit, the bullet will be destroyed. Now we can go into the enemy code. The first thing we'll need to do is make a health variable. I'll make an export variable so that we can change the health without going into the code. In the enemy hit function, I'll decrease the health if the enemy is hit, then if health is equal to 0, the enemy will die. We'll need to use Q-free in order to destroy the enemy. Now we can repeat the same process for the enemy bullet. In the enemy bullet scene, we'll need to add another body entered signal. Because the bullets will be hitting the player, I'll name the method player hit. Then when they collide, the bullets will be destroyed. Now we can go into the player script. Let's create another health variable. I want the player to have 3 lives. Before we code player death, I'm going to shrink some of the code we're not using. Don't worry, it's still there. Now that looks a bit neater. In the player hit function, I'll decrease the health by 1 each time they get hit, then if health is 0, the player will die. Nice. Now our bullets will be able to deal damage to and despawn the enemy. Speaking of being despawned, I want to add that to the bullets too. This will prevent our game from lagging. Let's set a timer to the player bullet. This will control when they are destroyed. I'll name it our despawn timer. Remember to auto start the timer. I want the bullets to be despawned after 10 seconds. Now we can add a timeout signal to the bullet. When the timer is reached, the bullet will be destroyed. We can apply this to the enemy bullet too. Add a timer. I'll name this despawn timer as well. Then I'll select auto start and set wait time to 10 seconds. Now connect the timeout signal and add Q-free to destroy the bullets. The final thing I'm going to do is add muzzle flash when the enemy shoots. Like everything we've been doing the last 2 videos, we'll just be copying what we did for the player. Go into the enemy scene. Add an animation player and a sprite. I'll move these above the timer. This will allow us to animate the muzzle flash. Now we can import the image. I'll move it to the end of the gun. Now we can add a new animation, which I'll call muzzle flash. In order to animate the sprite, we'll need to add a property track. First I'll add a visibility property. This will allow us to hide the sprite. I'll change the snap options to 0.1 and add 2 keyframes. On the last frame, turn the value off. This will hide the sprite when the enemy isn't shooting. Now I want to add a rotation degree property, which will rotate the sprite. I'll put these in the same spot as the other frames. I'm going to set rotation to 30 degrees. Let's see how this looks. That's a bit too much. I'm going to decrease the value a bit. Nice. Now we can play this when the enemy fires. Go into the enemy script. First we'll need to connect the animation player to the script using an onReady variable, which I'll call muzzle flash. Now in the shoot function, we'll play the animation. Add the onReady variable, then the animation name. Great. Now the bullets do damage and there is muzzle flash when the enemy shoots. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe. Have a good day. See you next video.